All right, welcome in to this somewhat irregular stream. I do not normally stream Saturday mornings. However, I was within an inch of finishing Resident Evil 3 last night before I pretty much had to leave because I had an external appointment I had to go to. So here I am, determined to finish it off because my normal stream time this afternoon, approximately, three and a half hours from now. Oh. Hey, Dargus, welcome in. Oh, I still haven't removed that test thing. Actually, here, hang on. Let me remove that. It's funny. It's weird how that regularly triggers for you, but Jeff's doesn't, and I don't understand why. But let me make a quick alteration here. Okay. Just so it's not printing extra text. But yeah, welcome in, Dargus. How are you doing today? I am not ordinarily streaming this time in the morning, but test successfully tested. Made a good decision. Oh, did you do something yesterday? What did you do? I was just saying, I don't usually stream in the mornings on Saturday, but I was within an inch, almost literally, of finishing Resident Evil 3 yesterday. So I kind of want to finish it off, and so that this afternoon I can get a clean start on Code Veronica. So deleted someone you were feeling skeptical about. Oh, like maybe you had someone in chat or someone that was, a little suspicious or something. Probably good. Probably for the best. If that's when someone kind of abuses your boundaries. Ah, yes. Yeah, definitely. If someone's testing you that way, you give them a warning shot. It's like, hey man, back off. And if they don't back off, that's when it's like, okay, you're gone. So sometimes I feel like, hey, wouldn't behave or say things this person tells me. Maybe it's time to remove the person. Fair, I feel. So did I imagine you told them like, hey, back off, and they persisted. So goodbye me. Okay. Fair. Sorry, Dargus. I'll see you later. But yeah. I could put the test thing back on your custom entrance, if you want. Sent any warning or goodbye, just okay. Yeah. Well, I'm sorry, that's a thing. But yeah, if someone's not respecting you, best to cut contact, I suppose. So, but anyway, as far as the game is concerned, this is just going to be hopefully very, very short. Things stuck in your mind. One extra thing really made you do it. Straw that broke the camel's back, huh? I get it. Well, where I am in the game today is I'm literally at the end boss fight. And actually this boss actually killed me twice yesterday. Had he not killed me twice yesterday, I would have been able to finish the game yesterday. But no, he actually killed me twice, which ate away at the time I had available. And I literally had to leave because I had an afternoon appointment I had to get to, so I couldn't squeeze any extra time out of it. So yeah, this is like the final boss. Actually, secret. There's one more form of the final boss afterwards, but that final form almost isn't the boss. He's super, super easy. These remakes are pretty good, I feel. 3 and 2. I like them. Two especially I liked quite a bit. There's a lot of controversy around the 3 remake. I think the 3 remake on its own is good, is fine. A lot of people gripe about it as compared to the original Resident Evil 3. Like, they cut out a lot of stuff. The Nemesis enemy isn't as smart. He's actually kind of dumb in a lot of ways, which I feel is probably fair criticism. I've only played like halfway through the original, so I can't speak to all of that. I do know that the original is much, much harder. I was playing the original on stream the other day, and I was actually getting pretty tilted at it. I was like, oh man, this is just... This is ridiculous. So... I actually put it down, and it's like I do plan to finish it, but probably not on stream for a number of reasons. Anger being part of it, but there's also some questions around emulation and everything that I was, as I was reading more, I got more and more uncomfortable about. So I'll go ahead and let this movie play out. Now, I kind of do expect to die on this first attempt. If only because I'm getting used to controller again. Playing these games on controller is rough. So,
Nikolai, don't! The city
to be fair, there's no need for things to frustrate you too much, yeah.
I don't think...
The funny thing is, the original, I was playing on easy mode, and it was still ridiculous.
Now I know you can't put a price on life. But I'm in this business to get paid. So let's make a deal. You go down there, battle the Nemesis, and I'll recall it all and sell the combat dog. Put on a good show, and maybe I don't need the vaccine.
Dusting difficulty was the right move.
Good.
Well, it was funny. The easy difficulty on the original, what it did, you can save anytime, which was nice, and I used that. But it also gives you It also gives you like all of the big weapons in your storage pretty much right away. This first part is really just an interruption fight. Oh, I thought I interrupted him on that, but apparently not. Oh. Am I out of,
Jill, is that you?
Carlos?
Flame rounds already?
You're okay.
They bought new headphones? I think you did, actually. And I think you said they were doing good work. I recently got... Oh. How's she doing? Okay, she's at yellow caution. I recently got, like, little Bluetooth, like, earbuds for when I go to the gym. But I've actually started just taking these to the gym now, just because they blast music at the gym, and the earbuds don't really block as much of it as I'd like. Oh, that's right. They,
Watch it, you've got company.
Yeah, I know, Carlos.
He's hiding behind take 8.
8?
Now, rip that fucker apart.
I was gonna say, there's zombies running around here I need to be careful of. I was vaguely hoping to avoid the zombies because
No! Hold on! Here comes some more! Number 3! I got this!
do you? I don't believe you. Ah, damn it. That's right, zombies. Ooh. Yeah, I've still got grenade rounds. I tried to... Good grief. Definitely dying on this one.
Got some more incoming! Look out!
You know what? Okay.
Don't give up! I think he's on his last legs!
Yeah, I had him on his last legs a couple of times yesterday. Didn't work out. Just like that. But you know what? I'm okay with it because I kind of figured first attempt would be death. Because again, controller. Blame controller. Always blame controller. That time I actually can blame the zombies though. They did get some. Nemesis highly flammable. Use flame rounds. Okay. I guess I will. Alright. Oops. We can go ahead and skip this stuff. You know, I liked how the explosive rounds...
Jill, is that you?
Carlos?
You're okay.
Oh, he actually is kind of
me spot for you.
susceptible, I suppose.
Good idea.
Thought about the possibility of deleting your Iron Man mesmer. Oh, really?
Watch it, you've got company!
Any reason in particular, or make room for someone else?
He's hiding behind tank 1!
Or just want to...
Now! Rip that fucker apart!
Just want to, put it behind you. Whoa, I know there's zombies here. Ooh, yes. Okay.
Number 5!
It's alright, I know you're riding. I'll be with you shortly.
I got this! Not what I intended to hit.
Oh, shit. Damn it, Carlos. That went right between his legs. Thanks for giving me the chance to heal. And now I'm, like, stuck. Okay, she's fine. Hang on, I'm going to pause here for a minute. Not entirely sure I want to finish the challenge. Find it quite boring at the end of Prophecies. Make a remake a normal one. Yeah, I figure I'm gonna keep going with it. Largely because it's like I don't really have any idea for what else to do in Guild Wars apart from just continue the challenge. And I do want to build up the Ranger, so it's like, well, I might as well keep going. But that's just me. But I do agree. I'm not feeling any particular amount of passion around it. I'd like to try Iron Man Codex. Was that? Oh, that was the one where, like, every time you visited a town, you had to switch skill bars or something. I don't know about that. I tend to like to settle into my skills more, so I don't know that that would really be a good one for me. I'm gonna...
Some more! On your right!
Hey. Jill, I swear. Oh, okay, that was bad.
Give up! I think he's on his last leg!
Yeah, we've said that before. Where's... Okay, so there's heals over here. 100% gonna get.
Number 6! And smash time!
I think it's working.
Hey! Reese phase 2 or whatever.
Use it to climb up.
Come on. Come on.
Jill, get back!
Smash!
Now get on!
Oh, did we finally do it? And with a heal actually still in inventory.
I'm gonna melt this fucker into mush.
Yeah, it's a shame I didn't have any acid rounds, I suppose.
Okay, I'll meet you up ahead.
Nicola.
Rules are a bit unclear towards heroes, so far it's one build per region. We choose the town in that region as long as we have it unlocked. Later it's going to be randomized build, not sure about that. There's no point picking heroes if mercenaries are still allowed, in my opinion. Unrelated,
Where did you go?
I just thought something random might be kind of interesting to do a playthrough where you only allow yourself
I have
one
to get that
hero.
vaccine back.
The entire game, just one hero. I mean, you can change the hero, you know which one it is, but only ever use one. Might be interesting. I don't know. Okay, so I can take out heals, mag ammo. I never found... This is the embarrassment of my playthrough of this game. I never found the mag gun. But that's okay. I might as well just take out all the heals. I'm not too worried about this at this point. Having to build 7 heroes builds is kind of annoying. Yeah, build yourself a BFF, Why do you give me powder if there's no other powder to mix with up here? Okay, well, you know what? I'm gonna save because finally got past that stupid fight. All right. Return. This is the final boss. Thought there was a way down. Oh, there we go.
It's done. Give me the vaccine, you greedy son of a bitch.
No, 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 no. You print money. I like money. We shall make ours an ongoing arrangement. Now drop the gun!
Or not. Hey, mythical monkey, welcome in.
Have you ever seen anything so incredible? The data on this would be worth millions.
I'm not sure incredible's the right word.
You know how it is. City's about to explode, and you can't put a price on life. Good luck!
Nikolai!
Jill!
Last Sunday, managed to get
He's got the vaccine!
alliance battles. Oh,
What about you?
We're running out of time.
oh, with secondary counts.
I know you do.
Wow.
Look, just so you know, this is the last fucking time.
How Jill knows that, I mean... Beat the creature, oh yeah. I need to use this. I like how she just knows there's this giant laser. It's very Aliens Ellen Ripley. Bit over the top.
Please reactivate power sources.
Damn, it needs power.
Meanwhile, Nemesis is just kind of hanging out, like, oh, it's fine. Good grief. Well, I won't be dying.
Felt that, did you? How about some more?
Okay, he is punching a bit. Come on.
That was too close. You were almost a giblet sandwich.
You're right.
Lucky enough to always be on the winning team, even if you switch sides. All the faction limit upgrades.
Power sources remaining.
Just hang on there, Nemesis. I'll be right with you. I just gotta push some things.
Go ahead. I'm gonna put you right back on your ass.
Want to get... Okay, there we go. Got that. And I think that was the last one. Yep. Sneak in here, push this battery in. Lady, you've been playing a lot on your first account. Finally achieved 50 gears, remaking new characters, one of each class, and got fissure war armors.
I don't know how to fuck you up.
The dodge is The dodge is goofy. It doesn't feel like a good dodge unless you can time it right. And she'll do a full-on roll, you know. And the roll is cool, but it's like, I'd rather it was like a Dark Souls thing. It's like, you roll all the time. You know, it's just your effectiveness.
Come on!
depends on your timing, you know.
Fucking hit!
Believe it or not, that was the final battle. Except Paragon and Dervish, because fuck that.
Good riddance.
I liked Paragon. Dervish, I could never really get into. I respect it as a farming, you know, a farming profession, but honestly, I could just never really get into it. Oh, I thought we were supposed to go through there. Oh, ladder. Drop down over here. Opened a side path here. There it is. Got it. Paragon's okay. The Nightfall starting island, that is fair. The starting island goes on forever. And it's not a particularly nice area. Rather have... Dargus rather have factions characters? What?
Can't let Nikolai get away with that vaccine. I hope Carlos managed to stop him.
I think this is pretty much the end of the game. Oh, actually, no, there is one more little control thing we have to do, I think.
I can still catch him.
Maybe. We can maybe still catch him.
Oh no.
You're not going to stop. Promised you this, didn't I?
No! Do you have any idea what you've just done?
No,
Whoa.
no, don't care.
This
My
hall
client
is
ordered me to
dangerous.
reduce umbrella
There
to
must be a back door somewhere. Let's try to find it first, shall we? Just a moment. I found something.
Goodbye.
What is it?
It's a
Shame you
weapon.
didn't listen to me when
It's
you
really powerful, especially against living things.
That's not how I remember the end dialogue of this game going.
It's you! Shoot him!
I can't! I'll hit you!
Do it!
You can.
You have to!
I've got no problem.
There's no other way.
Carlos!
No, that was far away from Carlos. It barely scraped Nikolai's head.
Hey, I told you I couldn't leave you in a Carlos's
He
world.
twitched right at the last moment. And Carlos is clutching nowhere near where I hit him.
What about him?
Why'd you do it?
Money? He's long established he wanted
Price
money.
tag for everything. Even letting the world burn.
Yeah.
Who are you working for?
I'll tell you, if you get me out of here. I'll pay you whatever you want. You're a fool. You're a fool! If I die, you'll never find out the truth.
I don't mind a little detective work.
Alerts more expensive depending on their length. Yeah, mostly. I put in a lot of RE, cheesy dialogue from the first ones, and some of them are pretty long. Yeah, so the longer ones are more expensive. This is that's actually another thing I should mention.
You alright?
This is the last day of my Resident Evil festival.
There he is.
The last day of Resident Evil, yay! So I'm going to be taking most of those down afterwards. I might leave one or two up that are funny, but most of them will come down. Bye-bye, Raccoon City. Yet another case of where they would not have lived through that, but...
It's finally over.
So long, RC.
So long, RC.
I felt
You could
empty
just never
and
quite
cold
overthrow
as
Coke and
the
Pepsi.
blast washed over us. All this death wasn't caused by a monster-making virus. It was greed. Human greed. I decided then and there, the ashes of Raccoon City would be Umbrella's ashes too. I would end them, once and for all.
Well, except they've also apparently got a base in Europe, so... Been invited to do a lot of pummel party in someone you know's community. Pummel party is popular. It's funny, it just always felt a little off-brand for me. Often top minigames won, also top win the games themselves. People reactions are sometimes weird. When I lose, they're surprised. When I win, they're like, of course. Well, I mean, you know, if you've got a track record of winning, you know, getting a loss, you know, can certainly maybe surprise people. You know, even in games of, you know, where there's maybe a little bit of random chance, you know. I mean, I kind of liken it to, it's like, you know, when Jeff and I would play Mario Kart, it's like, Jeff is, you know, generally a better racer, so he usually wins more than myself. He can still get flattened by, you know, Mario Kart, of course, famous for the randomness. You know, he can have a disastrous race, and it's like, oh, whoa, hey, Jeff, what happened? You know. But I also know, because I get hit by the same stuff, the same random, you know, stuff. I forget if actually there's a post-credits thing on this thing. But actually, I'm quite happy. I actually finished this game roughly the time I wanted to. I'm gonna see if there's a post-credits thing here. Because the idea is, I'm not doing a single long stream today.
I told you, don't worry. I'll just go and get some fresh air and be eaten by a monster.
That's actually one of them I'm thinking of keeping live. Hey, Rain Cloud, yay, it's over. Well, welcome in. Yeah, I finally finished it. Just did a mini stream this morning just so I could clear the plate, you know. Hey, Blood, welcome in. 35 minutes, already finished the game. Darn, that was quick. Yeah. You know, I mentioned that earlier because I was playing this yesterday, and the final boss battle, he killed me like twice. If I had actually been a good player, or even a decent player, and killed him on the first try, I would have been able to finish the game all yesterday. That irritates me just a little bit. But no, dying to him, you know, delayed things long enough to where I couldn't quite do it before I left, had to leave for an appointment. So yeah, what this was just a really, and I think it's in the title, just a really short baby stream. I just wanted to get it out of the way. I wanted to clear the deck so that when I'm back this afternoon, roughly, you know, just shy of 2 hours from now, I think, I can get a clean start on Code Veronica, and the whole afternoon will be Code Veronica. So, little speedrunner, you're on a time constraint, so you had, yeah, and you know, honestly, throughout the whole game, you know, never mind the end, just even from the very beginning, I knew that time constraint was there, so I knew I was kind of rushing. So I was doing stupid things like I missed the mag gun somehow. I'm sure I didn't get all of the hit pouches. There was that one jewel chest, you know, that gives you different things for every jewel you put in. I only found one jewel, you know, and I know there were 2 others. If I had bothered to explore the rest of Raccoon City, But no, my head was kind of in go 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 mode the whole time. So the military crate you mentioned also. Oh yeah, if you bomb Nemesis, he drops something good. That I have actually never done. I'm gonna have to try that one of these days. So I forget what did you say is in that crate? Was it a weapon mod or just a whole new weapon? I forget what was in it. Just that you a suppressor. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, there's also like an extra stock, I think, for the shotgun that would have made the shotgun easier, maybe faster to deal with, that I could have gotten. That would have turned the shotgun into a 2-slot weapon, though, which I'm like, I tend to choose those carefully. Because Resident Evil, you know, choose what takes up inventory. Little scene after the credits. Yeah, that's actually what I was waiting for. I couldn't remember if there was an extra scene. It seems like a lot of times there is. I do not remember what this scene is, though. Probably just another monster, another form of monster going, blah. It's not over, you know. Kind of like at the end of Resident Evil 2, the first playthrough, you know, you see the monster start to break through the train. Wow, a lot of icons involved here. The icons is when you know you're at the end of the credits, but they just kind of keep going. Only because you got to beat both campaigns to get the final boss, yeah. Yeah, that tease is of the final boss. Which is funny, because that final boss, you know, is very similar to the final form of Nemesis in this one. It's like, it's really not that much of a fight, honestly. I do find a little bit of irony. At some point I mentioned yesterday, in the remake, Nemesis is a little bit of a paradox. The bigger and stronger, more evolved that he gets, the fights are generally easier. Only for me to then die repeatedly at the, you know, final or the penultimate fight, you know, yesterday. He was kind of kicking my ass. Actually, you know, honestly, the fight would have been so much easier if there weren't the stray zombies running around, too. Keeping an eye out on stray zombies, I feel, kills me. That, and I was also quick turning accidentally. A lot where I shouldn't have. Okay, secret scene. No, Capcom logo. Makes sense, honestly. He got beaten to hell, so of course the virus would be weaker since it's using up more of its energy just to survive. And replicate on that scale to make himself bigger, you know. Dilution of resources. Ah. Jill taking the vial of the vaccine. Standard clear time 4:30. 4:37. Deaths 9. That's embarrassing. And a lot of saves. That's right. Carlos was having a hell of a time in the hospital yesterday. Hey, Pazu, welcome in. How you doing today? Sadly, you know, I beat the game, which was my goal. That was actually my goal for this miniature little stream. How long have I been going? Probably not very long. Let me check. I do need to shut down here in a little bit. Whoops. Whoa. 40 minutes. I've been going only 40 minutes. We never know what happens to Nikolai. In the OG, you can decide his fate. Oh, really? Okay, that's interesting. In this one, I feel it's pretty well assumed that he just burns in the Raccoon City fire. You know, he didn't really have any way to get out apart from getting on the helicopter, which he didn't. So I'm gonna go ahead and shut this game down and quickly confirm that I have Code Veronica installed, playable. It looks like it's loading. Ada always survived. That is true. Yeah. Resident Evil 2 version where so is OG3 canceled? I think so. Partly out of rage, but also partly out of questions of emulation, like how I was playing it on stream. I was reading a little more about that, and it's like, probably shouldn't have been doing that. So I don't think I'll be. I will finish it, but I don't think I'll be finishing it on stream. So, oops. So, okay, Code Veronica is startable. Yeah, sorry to disappoint on OG3. I'd feel more comfortable if I like actually physically had it. But the problem is physically having it, I would need the disc. Here, I'll save the cinematics for stream time today. I feel more comfortable if I just physically had it, which I could get. I have access to it via PlayStation 2. I would, or rather, I should say, I would need to get a PlayStation 2. So there's money there, and I do have a shop that has Resident Evil 3 Nemesis on PlayStation 2 for like $90. So doesn't Chris look weird? Chris is weird in that. Oh, here, I'm just gonna go ahead and bail out here. And close. That might be before it gets into spoilers. Chris, I get the sense that Chris looks different in every game. You know, he looks like looking at this picture, he looks a little skinnier than he did in Resident Evil 1. But then I know in Resident Evil 5, you know, he's in full, you know, tank mode. You know, he's just this gigantic guy. So it feels like Chris Redfield is a model they never really settled on. And then, oh my God, 7, Biohazard. You know, Chris Redfield shows up at the end of that looking nothing like any of his incarnations, you know. You know, and doesn't even look like he did in 8. You know, in 8, I suppose they kind of rolled him back a little bit to his 5 tanky version, I suppose. But still, it's like, what the hell was the Resident Evil 7 Chris Redfield? You know? He's Terminator in 5, is he? I've heard that 5 is the one that has the boulder punching scene, which I will need to play, if only to see that. So what I'm thinking is going to happen, so I mentioned before, today is actually the last day of the dedicated Resident Evil-a-thon. I'm going to break for lunch here shortly, and I'll be back in about an hour and a half to start up Code Veronica. But, and I'm not going to finish Code Veronica today. However, I will be returning to my normal streaming times, which is like Tuesday nights, Saturday afternoons, like today, and Sundays. And I will continue and complete Code Veronica on those normal streaming times. But then once Code Veronica is done, I think I'm gonna take a little bit of a break from Resident Evil. I was debating doing a Kena master playthrough. I'm strongly considering that, as it's kind of a favorite game of mine. And also my birthday is coming up, so it's like, you know, birthday present to myself. Play a game, play one of my favorite games. Or another option is I can just go straight into Dragon's Dogma. I'm undecided on that yet. There's actually a reference to his boulder punching in 8. See, now when I played 8, I've only played 8 once, really. And it was the very first Resident Evil I played, so I had no idea who anyone was. I think I had heard of Chris Redfield, but like heard the name, like I had heard the name Jill Valentine, but really didn't know much about them. Excuse me. Suddenly getting hiccups. Made more sense once playing 7, I assume. A little bit. You know, it's funny, when I played 8 and I talked about 8, you know, on stream, a lot of people are like, oh, yeah, Ethan Winters, whatever. It's like, yeah, Ethan Winters, I wasn't familiar with the franchise at all, so I didn't know who he was supposed to be. But just even playing 8, it's like, I don't know. This is a guy that's just got no personality. You know, he would try to say some one-liners here and there, but other than that, zero personality. Yeah, very soulless. Agreed. So apparently I've heard there's going to be no more Ethan Winters. Which is fine. Mia Winters, I still have the DLC for her to play. So I guess she might be an ongoing character, but yeah, because he died. You never know. I mean, Wesker died at the end of Resident Evil 1, and apparently he keeps coming back. But yeah, I feel like Capcom has gotten the message that nobody likes Ethan Winters. You know? So, but anyway, I'm going to pull up in stream here. Apologies for, well, not really apologies for the short stream. It was kind of announced. Ooh, shiny. Shiny nose. I'm going to shut down here. So I can go grab a somewhat leisurely lunch. Rest, walk around a little bit. And be back for some Code Veronica in about an hour and a half or so. It's trolling me so hard. Let me, she's on our side. Let me see what's going on. Is there anyone out there? Well, Bilbo. Oh, Uncharted. Captain Crotchshot, that would be Uncharted. I can send you over to Bilbo. He hangs out in a lot of RE streams. He is actually currently playing Dark Souls. He's on his very...
How are you doing an event already?
Change the overlay now, because I assume because RE3 is done. Yeah, I need to... That's another thing I need to do, is I need to get a little Code Veronica overlay. I'll do that shortly. So, I think I'm going to send you over to Bilbo. He's a very... I haven't been in his streams a lot. He's a big manic, high energy, you know, kind of guy. But he is playing Dark Souls Remastered, which I recently played through earlier in the year. Liked it quite a bit. Oh, I caught him the other day. He said, "Oh yeah, apparently I'm halfway through Dark Souls." No, he's not. Okay. Judging by his current location. So anyway, let's see. Oh, I might also need to do something for stream elements because I don't think this is going to work. I don't think this is going to print the messages correctly. So, let's see. Oh, no, actually it worked this time. Okay, cool. You guys probably know the drill. Feel free to copy paste first message if you are subscribed. Second message if you are unsubscribed. Go say hi to Bilbo. He's currently in... I've actually already forgotten the name of the place. The Big Castle in Dark Souls. And I'll be back hour and a half or so for some Code Veronica. Thanks, Aaron, for hanging out, and I'll see you later. Whoa. Okay, that was a little bit... Now it's bullshit time.